Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business News Afternoon Report for Tuesday, the 15th of August, 2023. I'm Michael Thompson. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about, so let's get stuck into it. Story number 1. The S&P ASX 200 closed up 0.4% today to 7,305 points. Weaker than expected wages data gave markets a little bit of a boost because of the potential that the Reserve Bank won't need to keep hiking rates. Healthcare and information technology led the increases today, while gold and Australian real estate investment trusts led the declines. Lake Resources had the biggest gain, up 16.7%, but the big healthcare stocks did really well as well. Cochlear and CSL both reported increases in profit and both saw a jump in share price. Cochlear was up 5.7%, while CSL closed 3.7% higher. Treasury Wine Estates was up 2.8% after posting net profit lower at $254.5 million, but showing improved profit margins, strength in the premium Penfolds range, and the potential for extra trade if the government can convince Beijing to drop wine tariffs. At the other end of the market, Sierra Resources was down 5.2% and Gold Road Resources down 3.9%. On to story number 2. It's been a pretty tough day for job search site Seek. Full-year earnings and annual revenue were below forecast. Shareholders were shaken by weaker than expected guidance too. Analysts were largely focused on the outlook and CEO Ian Narev's commentary. Already all states except for Queensland and Tasmania saw declines in job ads over the year. Narev said economists are forecasting lower levels of economic activity and they're expecting higher unemployment to lead to a drop in job ads. As a result, investors didn't like what they were hearing and Seek's share price closed down 4.3% today. Story number 3, former Reserve Bank Deputy Governor and current Fortescue Industries Director Guy Debelle has taken aim at the federal government. He thinks they're not doing enough to drive decarbonisation. Debelle was at an Australian business economists event where he was speaking on the issue of climate change. He's particularly worried that Australia is complacent and lagging behind other countries on climate action. He said it's great for there to be stretch goals for the industry, but they had to be realistic. Seed capital is provided through agencies like the Australian Renewable Energy Agency to help spur on renewable energy and technology development, but he wants more support. And he says without it, he's concerned that we'll face another period like 2019-2020 with bushfires across the nation, and that's what will be needed to galvanise action. On to story number 4 now, and shoppers are feeling a little bit more upbeat at the moment, it seems. ANZ Roy Morgan Australian consumer confidence increased last week in what the bank has called potential green shoots for the economy. The increase in confidence offset the fall from the week before last, and while it's still pretty early days, the 4-week moving average is at its highest since May. Inflation expectations fell to their lowest level since mid-May too. It is all a sign that things might just be looking up. Story number 5, last one. Federal Treasury is going to expand its review into secrecy laws that affect the tax office to include the ramifications of a $1.6 billion tax fraud scheme undertaken on the social media platform TikTok. A fake GST claims scheme went viral, resulting in a massive fraud scheme, which was uncovered by the banks who reported it to the tax office. The scam involves people registering for an ABN and then they file fraudulent business claims and pocket the GST refunds. The ATO has been investigating this since 2020, but the tax office says that strict taxpayer secrecy laws are limiting what it can actually tell the public about its investigation. Labor has now promised stronger rules to protect taxpayers. Assistant Treasurer Stephen Jones has told the Financial Review that the government was going to have a broader look at tax secrecy laws. About 60 accounts have been banned by TikTok as a result of the investigation, and they've removed hundreds of videos posted by influencers who are promoting the scam. That's it for the afternoon report for Tuesday, the 15th of August 2023. We'll be back tomorrow morning with the Wednesday edition of Fear and Greed Business News. I'm Michael Thompson. Enjoy your evening.